Welcome to our showroom. I'm standing with Bob Neidig, President of Quality Window and Door. Bob, this showroom is your creation. Tell us why you built this impressive facility. What was your objective here?
Well, Craig, our goal in building the showrooms for our customers was to create an environment where the customer can experience the products like they will perform in their home. A visit to our showroom will not only allow you to educate yourself on what options fit your aesthetic needs, but it'll also provide multiple solutions to fit your budget. Whether it's a comparison wall presentation, choosing hardware, or learning about your glazing options, the goal is about creating a consultative approach that allows us to take our presentation to fit your specific needs.
So in other words, if I come into this facility, I'm going to get educated as opposed to high-pressure sales.
Yeah, that's correct, Craig. I think the best way to describe this is to say to you that this is a unique theater. It's a place where we allow both our products and our competitors' products to exist, where the customer can come here, touch, feel, and see, and understand how the products are similar and how they're different. That approach is quite different than our competition. Our competition basically pulls you into their showroom and tells you that they have the best product and the only product to fit your specific needs. What we do is bring you in and allow you to make that decision for yourself. Our job is to try to create an environment where you can learn enough about these products to make a well-informed decision, and that decision should be yours, not ours. We feel very strongly about that.
I understand that 9 out of 10 visitors that come into this facility actually end up your customers. Why is that?
Again, I think it's probably as much about the approach and the intent to educate as it is to basically talk about what we provide and how unique and different it is. If I were to share with you about our comparison wall, it does truly give the customer the opportunity to stand back and look at these windows side by side, where in other competitors' showrooms you really can't do that. And they see and sense that we're trying to basically provide education and inform them so that they can do the right thing, make the right decision. What is interesting, though, is that in seeing that, basically they come back and tell me that they now have enough information to move forward with their decision. In many cases, that is to go with us.
I've heard a lot of people talk about this comparison wall. Could you show us what that's all about?
Sure, I'd be happy to, Craig. Thank you. Craig, why don't I take a moment to allow you to experience what it's like to be a customer at Quality Window and Door. Have you step back and let me just take a few minutes and talk to you a little bit about the comparison wall.
Thank you, Bob.
Great. The comparison wall basically is a brainchild of mine, if you will. It was created to allow potential customers to come in here and get an education about all the different brands that are available to them with regard to the windows and doors. The discussion of how and why we produced this particular wall was simply because it's very difficult for a customer to basically go to one showroom, get information, and then travel to a second one, hear different information, and on to the third, and so on and so on. And the long and short of it is that you really never get the opportunity to look at these products side by side and do your own comparison. Instead, what you have is the particular company that you happen to be visiting telling you that theirs is the best, because a lot of technical information that simply is not necessarily true, but it serves their interests. So our comparison wall is simply going to allow you to come, touch, and feel and see, recognize that, number one, there are 8 brands of windows and doors on this wall, casements on the top, double hungs on the bottom, and the goal here is to start out by sharing with you that if I took all the stickers off the windows, very few people could actually tell you the difference between one window and the other. In fact, I always start this comparison wall discussion out by saying that every one of these manufacturers will keep the water out and keep the air out. So why should you choose one or the other? Well, the answer to that question is very obvious. It is your specific needs, your specific concerns, and what's most important to you can basically be discussed while viewing this wall. Additionally, you'll be able to stand back and take a look at the product from an aesthetic standpoint, understand how they're similar and how they're different. Once you've done that, you have a better sense of understanding of truly what you're buying. The composite of these products, wood, cladding, glazing, and weather stripping, are all right here for you to touch and feel and see. That, along with some of the other features that are present in our showroom, clearly allow you the opportunity to distinguish for yourself which brand fits your specific need and meets your budget. To me, that's more important than basically why my window might be better than someone else's due to the paint finish, or for that matter, the color, or even the fact that your neighbor has that product. The truth is that you want this decision to be yours, not mine and not my competitors.
Bob, that is very enlightening, but I noticed something, that there's so many windows on this wall that you don't sell. Why is that?
That's by design, Craig. In fact, what I'll share with you is that one of the very first things I share with a potential visitor is they're going to have to make a decision about their purchase with regard to whether or not they want to pay for a marketing program or they want to pay for the product that they purchase. The long and short of it is that many of these brands are very recognizable due to the marketing that the companies put forth, and there are companies that spend millions of dollars each year to basically put their products in front of you and try to distinguish them on the basis of recognizable brand names. What we feel very strongly about is that once you take the stickers off the windows, it's what you get for your money. Wood, cladding, glazing, and weather stripping, and associated warranty for the product afterwards, and what knowledge they provide before. What's unique and different about Quality Window and Door is that after we spend time doing the direct comparisons of the product, talking about the amount of wood, the type of glazing, the type of cladding that's used in the product, and the amount of weather stripping, we mentioned the fact that all windows basically in America are governed by the NFRC. The NFRC basically is a rating council that does a thorough job of providing a sticker for every window and allows the consumer to basically understand how they perform with respect to energy. When it comes to the aesthetic side, that's a personal choice. And so once again, as you look at these windows side by side on the wall, it's easy for you to recognize that we want to provide both products that we sell and products that we don't sell. What's the most interesting is that our competition can't do this or won't do this. We feel that makes a pretty strong statement.
Thanks, Bob. I understand you have two showrooms, one in Virginia and this one in Maryland. Both showrooms sound very interesting, and I encourage anyone considering purchasing new windows and doors for their home to take time to check them out. You will be glad that you did.